And
Yeah.
then, well, why are we talking about this? Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
We'll figure
Yeah,
that
yeah.
out.
It's okay. They don't know. No one knows.
And
All
speaking
us.
of no one, welcome back to the absolutely maybe 4 viewers we have for the episode 3 of the
Be
Mildly Mature
optimistic.
podcast.
We're gonna have
Hoping we
probably
have at
6
least,
viewers.
I'm hoping we
We're
have
gonna
at
have
least
6,
one
dude.
view per episode.
That's pretty good. I think it's pretty good. Low intelligence stuff.
Yeah. So we're back, and Nick, you have us. I'm gonna throw you on the spot right now. Come up with a saying that we could go off of right now.
Saying.
A saying or like topic that we
Don't.
could go off right now.
You never stop clapping.
What the fuck?
And the pause just gets longer.
Oh
That's the
shit! I
saying.
think I just blew out my mic doing that.
Yeah, dude. You sound like
Sorry.
popcorn right now.
Oh shit.
No, you don't. I'm joking.
Sorry to all the headphone users. I just fucked you up.
It's alright. It's okay. It's okay. But yeah, no, that is a fact. That is a fact, actually. You never stop clapping once you start. It could be used as a metaphor for a lot of things in life.
What? Have you ever
'Cause,
thought
like,
about this? You
What?
can never make half a sandwich.
Yeah, it's just a smaller sandwich, I suppose, right? Wow. And cereal is a soup.
No.
Yep. Mr. Who he didn't agree with me, but he was wrong.
For those of you who don't know, which I'm sure 99% of you won't,
Dude, no.
our
4
science
people
teacher
know.
was talking about cold soup, and Nick in the middle of class just went, like cereal, and he just gave him this look like,
Dude, yeah, I've never seen him look.
He was flabbergasted.
Yeah, he was flabbergasted. I've never seen him look at me like that before, and I was like, "Ooh, he
Like-
didn't even."
He's like,
He's usually who's like kind of willing to like try and figure out like how it would make sense, but he's just like, "You're a fucking
yeah,
idiot."
that was the first time I think I saw him look at someone and go, this guy's got a brain-eating parasite.
Yeah, he's a fucking moron.
And it's gonna starve.
Yeah, dude. I'm surprised they didn't give me our wood shop teacher's look because he was really good at that. But it was true astonishment. I left him in awe, I think, when I said that.
Yeah.
So it's pretty great.
And that can go on to our the first topic that I had in mind, which was
Is this the only one you could remember?
Yeah. This is
Okay.
I realized this is episode number 3, and we never did an introduction on who we are.
Oh, we didn't.
We've just been kind of bullshit talking.
Yeah.
And I'm sure people, if they've watched the first 2, have just kind of been picking up pieces of like general names. I think they got your occupation, and that's like it.
So, yeah, do they even know our names?
I don't
Should
even
we make
know.
them up, dude?
Yeah.
No.
What's
no,
a really cool? What's a really, really cool name? Neon Axle.
I was gonna say like Scar or something like that, but that's.
Oh, we had completely different. I don't know. Doesn't matter.
Well, I'm Nick. Hello, everyone. I'm not gonna tell my last name though. That's a secret for now.
Yeah, it will come out eventually.
Stick around to find the end.
It'll come out eventually. And I'm Seth. We are planning on being the next Rhett and Link of our.
Ooh, dude, doing the same shit for.
I hope not.
I don't know how long they've been doing Good Mythical Morning.
Yeah, it'd be fun to do that stuff. I mean, I have the. I don't know if anyone can see that. You see that like slanted orange book right there?
I do see it.
For the people that aren't looking with video, I'm pointing at a bookshelf behind me, and there's a slanted orange book that's like not being taken care of at all. That's the Rhett and Link book. Good Mythical. They have their own of like how they started. Haven't read it.
Is it like a biography or what? I didn't even know they made a book.
I'll go get it. Oh no, I just turned my headset off. It is called Rhett and Link's Book of Mythicality, a field guide to curiosity, creativity, and tomfoolery.
Wow.
I don't know if that's backwards for everyone, but it's backwards for me.
I can read it. It's not a mirror. I think
not sponsored by Rhett and Link. Just so you guys know.
Just like them. Just like them.
No
Yeah,
clue.
they've been doing Good Mythical Morning for like, my guess, 10 years
Maybe I
at
should
least.
read this because I just opened it to a random page and look at this.
The fuck?
It's just a,
Anger Illusion.
yeah,
Yeah, dude, you
it's
should
just
read it.
I don't
Reading
know
is
what it
good.
is. I don't know what it is. I think I just got it because it was at a yard sale for like 20 cents.
Worth
So
it. Accurate price to pay. Or fair
I
price
got
to
it.
pay.
But yeah, it'd be kind of cool to do the stuff Rhett and Link does, minus all the disgusting eating habits that they end up doing. They're like,
Yeah, dude, I haven't watched them in forever. I've seen
I'm gonna
clips,
eat
but
a full bag of horse shit on camera.
dude, I'm in. I'm in.
Nom, 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 nom.
Yeah, dude. Let's get some poop fetish people on here. They'll love
Yeah,
that.
I don't know. I haven't watched them in a little bit, but I don't know how much eating challenges they do nowadays.
I've seen
Cause
one.
I don't know how old they are. They gotta be. Well, they're not
Dude,
old,
Link's
old.
got that nice kind of
They're
silver
not
fox shit
old, but
going
they got
on.
like kids, and the kids are gotta be getting
Cause
at
do
least
they have?
high school range, right?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't fucking know. I don't really watch Rhett and Link. I used to watch them when they would like do their older videos or they like do music videos and stuff like that, but it's been a fat minute. Do they have guests and stuff on their show?
Yeah, yeah. The
Uh,
Rhett is 46. I don't know how old Link is.
Dang, Rhett looks like a freaking lion, dude. Yeah, that'd
But
be sick. That's a good goal.
yeah,
And then we could have
uh,
them on ours and be like, look,
you're like, look, we're the new
we don't look
yous.
anything like you guys, but
We're the new yous, but way worse in every way.
yeah. Worse and dumber. We're the same, but worse and dumber. It's a great trade-off, dude. Yeah, I kind of want to just
Eat motor oil.
never stop doing this. Yeah,
Oh.
yeah, I want to drink motor oil. No, yeah, if it's like fun, dude.
Yeah,
Keep
I
doing
mean,
it. Keep doing it forever.
that's
We
the
can have
hope.
like. I never want to get to a point where you have like. Fuck, what's that guy's name? You know, have you seen that kid who's like a full-time streamer and he has like a disgusting room? He's like,
There's
he
probably a
posts,
lot of them, but
he's got braces, dude. Fuck, I don't know what his name is. But like, there's people who have like just pretty much degens on their podcast just because they're kind of popping off on the internet.
yeah,
I don't want to be like that.
no, like, yeah,
That's,
I've like, yeah, I don't want to. I mean, I'm sure we're gonna end up doing it at some point, just
dude, we don't have
because.
to. We don't have to.
But like, yeah,
We're gonna have a standard
yeah, that's true.
of.
That's a hope. I'm glad we're both drawing lines. I'm drawing lines at like not wanting to sell dog shit if we ever get popular.
Yeah, I'm right there with you, dude. I don't want to do that either.
And you're on the lines of we gotta have standards if we're having guests. We can't just bring on like
Can't be fucking
whoever's
idiots,
somewhat popular at the time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we don't want to just keep riding like clout waves, I guess.
Yeah. But if we end up getting like, I don't even know who we would get on. I mean, like, no one. I don't know anyone. I mean, I guess that's the whole point. If you get big, people reach out to you. I hope, but
Yeah, that's the idea. That's the idea.
um,
I think I asked you this before, who your dream guest would be, but
I don't think you did.
oh, okay. Top three dream guests.
I don't know. Of like YouTubers, I don't know any. Like,
Just any person that you would like to have on here.
jeepers, I don't know, dude. There's so many people. Pretty much
Yeah,
like
just top one
like
actually.
PewDiePie would be pretty cool to get on.
Oh yeah.
Pretty much any like
Forgot
big
about that guy.
YouTuber like that.
Yeah,
Like
you're a
old
YouTube
school,
boy,
like
aren't
old
you?
school YouTube people. I don't really like, especially now with the whole Mr. Beast drama going on.
Yeah, what's up with that? I don't know anything about it. Another guy's a pedophile. I heard.
Yeah,
It's
it's just
kind of
crazy
the trend.
because it like one person just kind of went like, he's kind of a weirdo, and then literally everyone started coming out of the woodworks, and stuff
being
is
like, he's
still
actually a
coming
pedo.
out. Stuff is still coming out, so it's just weird. Like I don't know. I feel like that's a whole topic on itself where I'd have to actually like do research to find the exact timelines of everything. But like
Ooh, that'd be a good topic.
everyone and their mother is like popping out of the woodworks right now. Like yesterday I just saw another video about a guy that didn't technically work for him because he never got hired came in
For
and
Mr.
like
Beast?
Yeah, so like apparently, according to this guy, I can't remember what his name is. I'd have to look at the channel name, but apparently he's some editor that does a bunch of like editing for commercials and stuff.
And he also
Um,
works for Mr. Beast. I
no, he
thought you were
got
talking about
no, he
because
got an offer. Like Mr. Beast emailed him saying, "Hey, we have this job position open. Would you like to apply to it?" type of thing. And
oh,
he was like, "Yeah, that'd be sick." And then be like, "All right, we want to fly you down here for like 3 days to get like a vibe check to make sure that everything
valid,
everything you do is good and all that stuff, and make sure you work well with the team and everything." And
right?
basically, what ended up happening is he like went down there for 3 days, worked his ass off, and like came up with all these like brand new ideas. Um, and then he left, and they're like, "All right, we don't have a position for you. We changed our mind. Blah blah blah
Oh,
blah. Whatever." And then the video idea he came up with and he like talked to them about, they made it and came out with it and did all this stuff, and he didn't get any credit or anything. So he was like, he was like kind of worried. He's like, well, they did this to me. How many other people are like, they just flying people out to be like, hey, give us your ideas, and then we're just gonna tell you to fuck off, and we're not gonna pay you.
damn, dude.
So there's
That's
this like,
actually what a lot of like companies do. Like my cousin, when he was applying, he does like marketing or something like that. But he was applying for jobs, and like some of them, when he got to like deeper into the interview process, they had him like make a sales pitch or something, pretty much
yeah,
do a bunch of free work for him, and then didn't
dude,
hire him. And I
yeah,
was
I,
talking to Alexandra, and she says like people they do that. Like a lot of places
yeah,
will put out applicate or like for hiring ads, and
it's
then
like, I
they
don't know,
never
dude.
planned
It's
on
like
it.
a worse version of internships. Like,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
we're gonna offer and come out and like we'll pay for a hotel or something, and then we're just gonna take all your
And we're just gonna
ideas
kick it to
and
the curb.
kick you away. It's just like it's not. I don't know. That doesn't jive
That's
well with
fucked
me.
up.
Even if like so many companies do it, it's not cool. But yeah, like there's like a
Yeah.
whole bunch of stuff that's, yeah. I think that could be like a next or maybe like few down the line, because like I said, stuff is still coming out, and the main guy who kind of started the domino effect is,
Uh huh.
he's been like, oh yeah, in like X amount of time, I'm releasing a third video because I got so much shit on this guy. So
Oh.
I'd
Yeah, I
like to
think it's
wait to see how this all pans out first before we start diving into that.
get too deep into the conspiracy theories.
But yeah,
I
there's
think
like
it's
a lot
not
going on.
bad to like work for free, but like if the place never intends to even hire anybody, that's where it's kind of like fucked up.
Well, especially since like the way there's like working for free, and then there's like, I don't know, dude. I feel like even if you go out there and you like do a job, you should at least get somewhat compensated for like not just like, even if they're not hiring you, just the fly out and like hotel cost or whatever is not enough to like, you should just be like, oh, we're gonna fly you out for a vibe check. We'll at least pay you half of what we were intending on for those
Oh, really?
3 days. I don't know. There could be a better solution than just being like, we're gonna fly you out, make you work for free under the guise of like a real job, which you'll never have a chance of getting. That's just kind of fucked up, dude.
Yeah, I mean, it's
I
definitely
don't know.
not nice. But I mean, how much is a plane ticket and a hotel? That's probably a couple $1,000 right
Well, you wouldn't
there.
be going down there if they didn't give you a false job. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So it's
yeah,
just
yeah.
like, I don't know. It just doesn't
It's a
jive right.
little
I mean, like, of course, if like the
little
person
con
is
artist.
going like, oh, I'll come down for 3 days, and I know that they're like, I don't know. It's just the whole thing of like tricking people to come down to work for you is kind of messed up.
Dude, I'd do it. And then
You,
if I didn't get hired, I'd be like, oh well,
I mean, it's good
oh well.
experience, but like that
Uh,
video, like, how would you feel if you like, because like for if everything that guy said was true, which I'm assuming most of it, there's a chance that it's probably true.
mm-hmm.
Um, I think that like that video got billions of views. The budget he said was like 1.7 million dollars.
Yeah.
Like that one video alone probably made billions to millions of dollars off of ad revenue and sponsorships. Wouldn't you at
I'd
least
be
want
like,
like a chunk of it?
fuck, I got good ideas.
Yeah, but I don't have the money to do my own.
Yeah. Yeah, I
And
suppose
Mr.
if
Beast
you're
ain't gonna
like,
pay me like at least $500 for that video that he made billions on. You know what I
yeah,
mean?
that's actually a fair point. Yeah, if he's
Like,
making literally millions and millions of dollars off of it, it's
it's
like
like
give
at
me a
least
little
give me
kickback.
like
Give me like $1,000.
0.05%. Yeah. Like,
Yeah, give me something. Never mind, that's a fair point. Or credit. I would take credit and zero pay. At least then people would know that like social proof. That's pretty much what it is. People know
yeah.
that you came up with it, so you could be like, yeah, look, I did that pretty much. That's kind of fucked up.
Yeah. Not cool. Um,
You hear monkeypox? You hear about monkeypox, dude?
is this another COVID or
Yeah,
Ebola?
that's what it sounded like. What is it? Who? World Health Organization. They issued, or there was like a global alert for monkeypox or
Oh
some shit.
no.
I know, dude. I'm gonna have to freaking. We're gonna have to lock down again. It's the only safe way to do it.
Great.
What is it? Yeah, it's a global health emergency. That's what monkeypox is right
Well,
now.
hopefully it turns out to be more like Ebola than COVID. I mean, it sucks for everyone who got Ebola, but
Yeah, yeah.
I'm
I
gonna
think
pull
it's
the
I think it's actually mostly in like Africa and surrounding countries where it's kind of like spreading a lot. But
we're pulling the straight up Bo Burnham card of like, what did he say? He said something like, "Oh, all this there's so many like imperfect what was the stuff that Bo Burnham was talking about in when that white guy song at the beginning of Inside. It's like there's so many injustices in the world, and none of them are affecting me. Like,
yeah. Yeah, that is
uh,
us right now, dude. Yeah, we don't gotta worry about monkeypox. I was looking. It looks. It's a lot like COVID, except instead of like you're tired and your bones ache and stuff like that, but instead of like
is it like a
breathing
rash?
problems, you get like it looks like pimples all over your
That's what I
body or
assumed it
like
would be if it's
boils.
called pox of some kind.
Yeah, so it's like a
Not
worse chicken
cool.
pox. Sounds bad. I don't know if they're itchy, but
Yeah,
yeah,
I
dude,
mean,
might get shut down. Then we can fucking record hella episodes.
it will come out every fucking day, bro.
Yeah, dude, you're way ahead of the curve
Every day
here.
at 9 a.m. or 9 p.m.
Yeah, new episode. We'll have
We'll
nothing to
just
talk about since nothing
what
happened in
happened?
like
What happened to you? I don't know, man. It's only been 12 hours since we last talked. I was sleeping for 8 of them.
yeah, I slept and I think I jerked off, and that's about it, pretty much. An average day.
I reread a poetry book I bought on Amazon 5 days ago. It's like, wow.
Poems didn't hit any different second time around.
No.
Poetry books are
Speaking of
something you should
poetry,
read like every couple of years, I think.
yeah, I mean, what was it? I think last time I mentioned that I bought a poetry book, but I never said who it was.
It was Egghead, right?
Yeah, by Bo Burnham.
Mm-hmm.
That would be another cool like podcast um co-host.
Bo
What would
Burnham?
you?
Yeah, that'd
Yeah,
be
Bo
fucking
Burnham.
sick,
I
dude.
don't if any of you
Or a
guys
gas
out that are
TP.
listening to this right now have not heard of Bo Burnham or like seen him at all, he
Go
is
watch it.
like a genius. Like I think
He's the
he's like
man.
the greatest philosopher of our time. Like
I don't know about that, but he definitely is
I
a
dare to say
philosopher.
he's like low key really wise.
Yeah, he is.
And I
Because he
think
got that fame so young.
yeah, and I think he's like had the wisdom to like actually self-reflect and see how it affected him and how it's affecting everyone else. Like
Mm-hmm.
he
Yeah,
made
he's really
a
self-aware.
yeah, he did Inside, which is I think it's his newest thing. I don't think he's done anything since then,
Yeah,
which
it'll be
was a
another
Netflix thing.
7 years.
Um he's done multiple comedy shows. I think he made a movie about uh not high school, like middle schoolers or like
Oh
sixth
yeah, I think
graders
it's
or
called
something.
Middle School or something.
And that was all
Yep.
completely about like the effects of online and social media on middle schoolers.
Yep. He also had a TV show. Zack Stone is going to be
That was
famous.
a
Did
really
you
good
watch that?
show. It's very
Yeah.
funny, but like it's also one of those things where you can watch it and be like, "Oh, this is kind of like The Office," and it's kind of just got stupid humor in it.
Yeah.
And then when you actually like look into it, you're like, "Damn, this guy!" Because he
Yeah,
has
dude.
like,
There's always like
because
hidden layers
he's
to
like
it.
he's like an onion.
Yeah. He is like a fucking onion. Because then at the end of it too, Like he finally figures
Spoiler
out that
alert
fame
for
isn't
Zach
everything.
Stone.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember. I mean, it's
No,
super
yeah,
old at
like
this
the
point.
whole the whole premise of the show is this idiot kid is trying to get famous however he possibly can.
So he spends his whole college fund on hiring a documentary crew for like
Yeah.
the summer or something like that.
Yep. And then this whole time like the subplot is basically the main plot of the show is him just doing that and being stupid
Hmm.
and like getting into all sorts of, and he's just an idiot. So like there's this one episode to where he has to cook, and he like went out and bought a bunch of avocados, and he kept complaining because he's like, why do all these avocados have rocks in them? And then he throws them out. So he's
Yeah, I
like
remember that.
he's just like an idiot. But the whole plot of it is basically him trying to get famous, and as he's trying to get famous, he's like slowly pushing away all of his friends and his love interest
Hmm.
throughout the entire show. And at the end, which was you were gonna say, is like,
Oh yeah, then at the end he like gives up on it and then realizes that like having good friends is more important. But then his shit pops off and he just totally throws that all that
yeah,
out the
like
window and he's
that's the
just an
crazy
idiot
part.
again.
It's this huge climax where he ends up on the news somehow because I can't remember how, but like I think he did
I
something
remember
stupid
either.
and he went famous for that.
Hmm.
But like as he was talking on the news, he's like, I don't, why am I wanting to be famous? This is stupid as shit. And then he like goes out and he's like, oh, his love interest is leaving for college and she probably won't ever see him again or whatever.
Yep.
And then as he's like confessing to all that stuff, he runs out of the newsroom to meet her and be like, no, I want to be with you. Fuck being famous. And then as he's
Yep.
saying that, he like looks over and this entire camera crew is recording him and being like, oh my gosh, this is so amazing. And then he just kind of smiles, and that's the end of the first season.
Yeah, and
And
then
it's
never
just
got
kind of
picked back
like,
up.
yeah, they never got a second season, but it's kind of fucked up because it's like, oh, he finally learned a lesson, but then like it pulled him back in this at the very
Hmm.
end. So it's just,
And that's the real lesson, Seth.
yeah. Bo
Don't get
Burnham, very
trapped.
good. Very,
Yeah,
very,
he's
very
smart.
good.
He's a smart guy. I guess I don't really know any philosophers
That's what I'm saying. Like, I think
that
well, then again, most philosophers nowadays I don't think are going to be like old school philosophers. You
no.
know what I mean? They're not
Well, a
like
lot of them are
out
like
there.
known as like gurus, I feel like, on the
Yeah.
internet.
Well, yeah, like a lot of them back in the day, I don't even know what they were back in the day. Were they just philosophers, or they just sat there and like thought about
And
shit
thought
all
about
day?
shit. Pretty
Like
much. And they yapped a lot too.
one cannot eat an apple without teeth, and everyone's like, "Oh, damn."
It's like, fuck, he's right.
And then I think this like not recently. I don't know how recently is, but it'll be like I think they're all slowly turned into like songwriters, movie makers, comedians, stuff
Businessmen,
like that.
dude, too. Yeah. There's guys like, I see a lot of clips of like Alex Hermosi saying like profound shit. I'm like, is he just rich or is he a philosopher or what the fuck's going on
I
here?
feel like a lot of like it's kind of hard too because I feel like with the online thing, I don't know how much of it is like I'm saying all this during an interview because
I want to sound
I mean
smart
it,
and
or if it's
introspective.
because I read
Yeah.
it online and my PR team said it was really smart type of thing.
Yeah. Yeah. You have to like really like
And I'm just
follow the
yeah.
person to actually know.
Like there's so many clip farmers out nowadays. It's like, oh, I can just get this 10-second clip and that will pop off on TikTok and
And they'll make
can
20
make,
grand.
yeah, I'll make 30 of them in a day, you know?
Hmm. Yeah. Just watch famous streamers. I'm sure Kai and I don't fucking know the other one's names. The one kid that goes like a lot, and I'm talking about when he
No,
talks.
no.
Fuck.
I know that. What's up,
He's with
brother?
Sketch. Yeah, that's Sketch. He's like friends with Sketch.
Oh, I think I know who you're talking about,
Jinxie.
but yeah, but
Jinxie. Yeah, I like the clips where he's kicking his camera and shit. Fucking love seeing those.
yeah. And then I like, okay, I'll say this. I am very glad that streaming has slowly turned, because, okay, so like when we were first younger, both streaming and like YouTube content was like very, um,
Separate or what?
well, no, like it was very what am I trying to think of? Like character based. Like you weren't watching
An
PewDiePie
actual.
or whoever because of the game they were playing. You're watching them because they were funny, type of thing.
Oh yeah.
And
I feel
then,
like that's how it still is, right?
well, there was a brief period for like 2 or 3 years. I think we're just coming out of it again now, but there was a period of time where like streaming and YouTube was purely off of like grind set and skill of whatever they were doing instead of their actual personality. So
Mm-hmm.
like you'd have all these professional gamers come out and they'd play on Twitch and they'd get bajillions of views. But then you'd actually like turn up and watch one of them and this is their content. They'd just be sitting there
Oh
dead
yeah, some
ass
guy who's like
stone
actually
cold.
good.
Yeah, dead ass stone cold face. You just hear clicking and like every once in a while he'll be like, "Nice kill." And it'll just be like that, but he'll drop like a 50 kill game and everyone would go like, "Oh my god, he's so good. He deserves 5,000 more views." And now we're
But he's
getting
boring.
yeah, and now we're getting back into like the personality driven streaming and I'm so here for that, dude,
I was gonna say,
because
yeah, which one do you like more about? It sounds like
dude,
personality.
no,
More
it
entertaining.
was there was so much cuz even then like even YouTube kind of took a dip there where like people would just care about like editing and like whatever the heck they were doing, like the concept of the video over like how good the actual video would be. So I'm
Okay.
glad now we're kind of being like we're seeing like Jinxie and the funny people
And the
actually
characters
reappear.
coming back. Yeah.
Like like what was it, Queso? That guy's pretty funny too. Shout
I
out
don't know
to
who
all
that
the
is.
people we should. He's like the you've probably seen him. He's like the everyone makes fun of him for being fat. Like that's probably what
Oh
you've
yeah, but
seen
he's a
him.
bodybuilder. He's like with the ginger.
No,
He's the
no.
ginger, right?
I don't think he's a
Who's the guy with the
bodybuilder.
beard?
Yeah, he that is Queso, but I
Oh
don't
no,
think
he's
he's a
a power
bodybuilder.
lifter. I mean, power lifter is
Is I
different.
don't know if he's a power lifter either, is he?
Dude, he is. I'm pretty sure he's actually a power lifter. But yeah,
I
because people
don't,
always make, oh, what the fuck? There's one where it's just like, you look skinnier than tomorrow.
yeah, I don't think he's a power lifter though.
He is, dude. I saw it on his Snapchat story, so it must be true. Or a Snapchat article or whatever you want to call it.
No shot. That'd be crazy.
What the hell's his name? Queso?
Yeah.
Case. Oh. Oh, that's how you spell it.
I don't know.
Case.
I don't know if he's actually a power lifter or what, but I can imagine he's strong as fuck because, you know.
Dude, Reddit thing. Is
God,
queso actually fat?
yeah, I was just looking at that, but I don't know
I'm
what's
pretty
gonna come
sure.
out of it.
Yeah,
There's a
I saw
70
that on a Snapchat thing, so that's probably not true.
but yeah, but he's pretty funny because people just call him fat and he has funny reactions to it, but
Hmm
yeah, but
I
all
saw one where he was trying to guess which restaurants had which burgers, and he got them all
like
right, dude.
100% and it wasn't even like he didn't even have to think about the burgers half the time. You literally would be like it would pop up on the screen for zero point 0.3 milliseconds. You'd be like, Wendy's.
Yeah, it's not helping his case. He should have just faked it at that point.
But it's so much funnier that he got them all right.
Yeah, it is. Did you have like a finger on the pulse of like all the media that I don't consume, like YouTube and streaming, and I guess really just those two mostly. Because I listen to like podcasts sometimes. I guess we both check shit on Instagram, but that's all like brain
My
rot pretty much.
Yeah, my Instagram is pure brain rot at this point. It's slowly getting better. I somehow have gotten into a recovery program, but some of them, there's this one that I can't get over. There's this one brain rot thing. I can't remember what it's called, but it's just like a clip, but then there's at the very end, there's always like an Among Us guy with a big mouth, and all he does is like burp really loudly into the camera for
Fuck.
for like 15 seconds straight. Where it's like, "Bruh," and he just like screams at it, and he
You
just
like that shit, huh?
I don't know why that gets
Fucking
me.
weirdo, dude.
It gets me good.
I've been trying not to watch Instagram so much. It's an
Yeah.
absolute time suck. But when I do, it's usually just ape videos. Those are my
Yeah.
faves.
Yeah. But
I love those ones.
I don't even know, dude. Yeah, I feel like we got different. It helps that you're not online that much,
Mm-hmm.
and I feel like I'm constantly online.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you work,
In that field,
you
yeah.
make websites or whatever. So I mean,
Hmm.
kind of hard to avoid at that point.
Well, I feel like my work should not involve YouTube at all, but whatever.
It does?
No, well, I mean,
Oh,
if I embed YouTube videos into it, maybe, but
yeah, yeah, that's true. YouTube is a passion for you.
yeah, I just watch it a lot. I don't really watch. Do you watch TV or anything at all?
Only whatever Alexandra has on. I've been
Like
watching
I
a lot
don't.
of Young Sheldon lately. It's actually
I
not
don't.
that bad of a show. It's actually kind of fire,
Have
dude.
you seen all the memes? Because that show's done now, right? I
I have
think
no
it's.
idea.
I
I
think
think
it's
they just came out with like
finished.
an eighth season or something.
I think it's
Yeah,
finished.
eventually they're gonna catch up to Big Bang Theory age, so it has to end
No, I
soon.
think. I think Young Sheldon is over now,
Okay.
and everyone was memeing on it like, young Sheldon ended up in Tahiti and died in a gang related accident or something like that. Like everyone was just
What?
memeing on how the show ends.
Oh, yeah, it did
Um
end. Last season just came out.
and there's just a bunch of weird stuff. But no, I don't watch any TV. I have some streaming services, but I don't really consume that much unless it's a show that like I'm
Yeah.
interested in. So I don't browse like Netflix and be like, "Oh, well, let's try out this show."
Yeah,
Like
me neither.
my main like source of like if I want to go and watch a hour long thing, I'll just find something on YouTube to watch. So I think
Like
that
a
is
video essay or
probably
something.
dude, I've been getting video essays.
Fucking bomb, dude.
There's
I
something that
love
I've been
them.
like, I kind of want to start doing them because I feel like they'd be really cool to do a bunch of like research and
Hmm.
do all
And like
that stuff.
actually learn a bunch of
But
shit. That's
like they
cool.
look like there's so much work to do.
I know.
Like you'll
Just the
probably
amount of words they speak in the
like
video
the amount of
alone.
words and then you have to do all the research beforehand and then you have to do all the editing after the fact.
Hmm.
It's like that's so much work to do. I'd
Yeah, I
probably
bet
get
you.
like one video out every 2 months if I was like working on that stuff.
Some creators, that's about how fast it goes. I
Yeah,
feel
but
like it's
like
like 40 hours of work just for one video.
yeah. I mean, and some of them are really good. Like there's this one, oh, what's that guy's name? There's this one guy that does like psychology stuff of video games and
Oh, I might have seen some of those.
it's so
I like the horror
interesting.
games ones. But I get like
I
I'll
feel like
watch
I'm
those and like ones about like philosophies and other shit like that. Not that I'm like smart or deep, but I like listening to those videos.
For everyone that's wondering, and if that sounded interesting, Daryl talks games. That seems like he seems like a pretty. If you ever want to like sit down and watch like a 30-minute video about weird stuff, because he talks about anything from like, oh, how game developers use X to mess with your brain to like why I'm scared of elevators type of thing. And I'm like, what the
Hmm.
heck is this? And then I watch him like, damn, elevators are scary now. What the fuck?
Yeah, dude, he's got good video titles. He's like
um,
kind of cool actually.
no, but yeah, like a bunch of that stuff just seems so cool. But anyway, I think that's probably helps me having known all that weird stuff.
Hmm.
Um, because I'm
All
not
the
on
mystic.
social media all that much. It's mostly YouTube. Like I don't go
Yeah,
on Reddit or Twitter or anything. So
yeah, I spend a
sorry,
lot of time on
X, whatever it's called
Twitter.
now.
It's Twitter. It's Twitter.
I
Because
don't know, dude.
what are you Xing when you post
I think
something?
it's just called a post now, isn't it? I don't know.
Yeah.
I've just
Everyone on Twitter still calls it Twitter and tweets for the most part.
I I don't know, dude. That could be a whole other podcast topic of just like my slowly growing hatred for Elon Musk, dude.
Dude, I fucking love Twitter. It's a wild west down there, baby.
It is such a cesspool nowadays. It's like
Just don't
I
follow
don't
those
know,
people.
dude. Ever since it became a cesspool, like every time I look on it, I like purposely block at least 10 people.
There you
Like,
go. Filter all the shit.
there's just
Yeah,
so
well,
much.
I mean, it's kind of like real life to a degree. If you surround yourself with fucking degens, that's all you're gonna see. You're gonna think everyone's a degen. But if you
It's
find like
just
people who aren't
crazy.
morons, yeah, it's cool. It's
Uh,
mostly for like shit posts,
I
right?
was
I
to
feel
say,
like.
follow our Twitter account if we have one by the time these videos come out.
Yeah, probably not.
Don't have one created right now, so please don't take our at if we come out with
Yeah,
this.
for real.
Maybe we should make
We'll
all that.
just
We'll buy it
We'll,
out. What the heck?
yeah.
With what
Or
money?
we'll do like XX underscore barely mature or mildly mature underscore XX, dude. Gamer tag it.
Official legit.
Yeah, officially legit. This is real. We won't get it
No,
verified.
like that will be what it's called. It's like no verification symbol. It'll just be officially legit. Mildly mature
Officially legit, dude.
podcast or
Yeah,
something like
it'll be
that.
sick.
Uh,
Uh,
yeah.
Alexander just came and grabbed some shit. Yeah, I don't even know what we tweet on there either.
I
It'd
don't
be
know. I feel
great
like
for content ideas. Could be like ask a question and then we could talk about it on here.
what was it like? What was his name? Jack's Films. Does he still do Yais? Or Yesterday I Asked You or whatever the heck they're called.
No idea. I don't
I
watch
think
YouTube.
they're.
It's a
I
you
don't.
question.
I'm sure he still does it. But basically, that's what he did. He went on Twitter or whatever and just yesterday I asked you about this, and then he made a whole video about people's replies, and that's literally all
Yeah.
he did for a while.
There you go. We
I
can just
don't think
become
we'll
a
do that.
Twitter reply
I don't know if
show
we'll do that. I'd rather. I think there's a
once in a
lot
while.
of. I think there's a lot of really big Reddits nowadays that are specifically for that.
For
So like,
YIs or just
well,
like getting
just like
ideas?
YouTubers using their own Reddit for like. I think there's like one where it's like I think there's like what was it called, like the Two Hot Takes podcast. Like that's a podcast that's all they do is go on Reddit and like read people's stories, basically asking for advice.
Oh,
And it's just two girls just going like, "Oh yeah, look, post this on our Reddit, and then we'll read it and give you our opinions." And that's literally all they do. So
yeah.
it's like
Yeah, dude, taking opinions from anyone like under the age of 30 is probably not that
it's the
helpful.
best. It's the best
Yeah.
idea.
I feel like if someone asked us for
For
advice, it'd just be
for two
fucking
25
terrible.
year olds, I think it's a
Yeah.
great idea. In fact, I think 25 is the perfect age to ask for
Yeah,
advice.
yeah,
We
that's
know
where the cutoff
everything.
is.
Our
Yeah,
brains
yeah.
are fully developed
Dude,
for at least a
honestly,
year.
I had to figure it out at 15, and I just keep figuring
Okay.
out more.
Now you're just lying. Don't lie to the
No,
people.
no cap. I knew everything at 15, bro,
Oh,
and now I know
jeepers.
less.
Jeepers creepers.
No, I'm joking.
Did you
That's what every 15-year-old thinks.
hear, complete sidetrack, that they're making a Skibbity toilet movie?
No.
Do you know what Skibbity toilet is? I know I
Yeah, I
showed it to
do.
you at one
I do
point
know what it
because
is.
we only watched
Say you're
like.
joking. Say just kidding. Fucking dumbest movie ever.
Guess who's
The fuck
directing
could
it?
it be about,
Guess who's
dude?
directing it?
Michael Bay.
Dude, you looked it
Am
up,
I
didn't
actually
you?
right?
Yeah, Michael Bay is directing it.
Nuh-uh. Oh my god, I was fucking kidding.
Dude, Google it right now.
Michael Bay is about to transform Skibbity Toilet into ... into cinema. Holy shit. Well, I'm gonna watch it now, actually.
Yeah, we're gonna have to dress up and go. It's gonna be like the new thing where you go in as with like the Minions movie trend where a bunch of dudes went and have you seen that trend?
No.
Dude, okay. You really need to be
They
online
dress up
more.
like minions or
No, no,
what?
no. They all dress up in like really, really nice suits to go see the Minions. And they're all like
Oh,
dudes that are like 20 and above. So it's just like, what the heck are you guys doing
what
here?
are you doing?
We'd like 35 tickets to the Minions 4, please.
Yeah, just buy out the whole theater, dude.
Yeah.
That should be sick.
That's what we got to do for Skibbity Toilet whenever that comes out.
Yeah, we're gonna have to buy 50 tickets to it just so we can sit in the middle of the theater alone. I can't
literally
believe that, dude.
No, yeah, it's something that I heard about and I was like, no way, that's real. How would you even make a movie out of that? Like literally 50%, not even 50%, probably like 90% of it is like skibbity bop bop bop. Yes, yes, skibbity bop bop
And
yeet yeet. I'm like, I cannot listen to that for an hour
then those
straight.
tweaking
Yeah.
ass toilet heads coming out.
Granted, I only watched up until like episode 80 something, so like
Wow, that's not that much, dude.
I'm not
Should've
caught
put in
up.
the work.
Maybe like there was a huge lore drop and they started getting voice actors or something recently. I don't know.
Oh, how many episodes is there even of Skibbity Toilet?
Your guess is as good as mine, man.
How many episodes of Skibbity Toilet are there? 75. Well, you just
What?
lied, dude.
There's got to be more than. Okay, I lied. What
Whoa,
episode did I
Skibbity
stop
Toilet
watching?
season 19, all episodes? What
What
the hell?
episode did I see then?
Yeah,
I'm gonna scroll back.
there's 77 episodes.
Did he con?
in the last year and a half about. That's when it started.
Yeah.
It's
I
actually kind of
mean,
crazy, dude.
okay. So for the people that have actually watched all of Skibbity Toilet, I stopped
So
watching.
12-year-olds
Yeah.
probably.
To all the 12-year-olds watching that are deeply invested in the Skibbity Toilet lore, I stopped watching after. Oh, what was his name? I'm gonna sound like an absolute brain melted. I stopped
Like
watching
a dipshit.
after the um I think it was the Speaker Titan, the big red one, got unmind controlled. And then I think they were gonna team up. The Speaker Titan and the TV Titan were gonna team up and take out the doc. I don't know what they were gonna do. But I stopped watching after the Speaker Titan
Fucking
stopped being mind
stupid.
controlled. It's a cool show. It's got lots of lore, okay?
Yeah, dude. I'm sure it does. I'm sure it does.
It gets really good after episode 15.
Yeah, I don't like that when people tell you to watch.
Okay.
I guess
Yeah,
that's kind of how The Office
I don't
was,
like
but
that either, but I
like, so
guess
it's
it's a
getting good
little
after season 2. It's like
it
two
gets
seasons?
yeah, it gets
Take
but
that long to ramp up?
to be fair, Skibbity Toilet, the first 15 episodes are 30 seconds long each. So
Yeah, that's true. Pretty small time commitment there. That
it's
is
not
fair.
like, come on man, it's just 12 episodes of an hour long episode each.
Hmm. It's like,
You
yeah,
just have to get
easy.
through
Just
3
catch up on
seasons
it.
of it.
Dude, I can't even imagine watching a Skibbity Toilet thing for
I can't either.
a
Like
half hour straight.
that's got to be bonkers.
We
This movie
watched that
this No,
compilation or
we
whatever.
watched it, but we didn't get that far. We got to like
No, we
episode
didn't. I think it
like
was like 15
yeah, we got to
minutes
like
we were
maybe
watching it.
episode 15 or so, and then we just were like stop paying attention or just turn it off.
Turned it off because
Um,
I got the point of it. Because I didn't know what it was when you guys showed it to me. I was like, this is fucking dumb.
it's
But,
basically just a bunch
I
of
mean,
heads
it's a
coming out of
cultural way of doing it.
toilets and beating the crap out. I don't even know. It's I'm
It's a
just
thing.
surprised that can get a movie. Maybe we should get a movie.
Yeah,
Uh,
it'd be more
get
interesting
Michael
than
Bay
Skibbity
to
Toilet.
direct it.
Yeah, based off of the 3 episodes we've recorded so far.
Yeah. It'll be off of the hacker from episode 1 that has such greasy hair that he melts his keyboard as he's
Oh,
typing.
yeah, I forgot we talked about that. Greasy ass. Yeah, I wonder how much we're
I
going to be
got a
talking about the same shit on here.
yeah, I got a very good memory of episode 1 specifically. Episode 2, I think even after we were done filming it, I was like, "Damn, dude, I have no clue what I talked about that entire time."
I just blacked out for an hour. I don't
That's
remember any of
basically
it.
what it felt like.
Yeah, not the worst thing ever. I black out my work days sometimes. Not like actually, but I'll get home and be like, where the fuck was I all day? I forgot where I went throughout the day.
Just gonna
Like I
call
forget
us
all the
just
yards I
like,
was at.
why were
Yeah.
you seen in the casino? What?
It's like, I don't remember that.
What?
I wasn't there. It's like, we have the location on your car. We saw you parked at whatever it is, Grand Casino.
It's like, no, it wasn't. I could give you the exact coordinates. X, Y.
Hmm.
Heck, I could give
Yeah.
you the Z if you wanted.
Yeah, dude, the elevation. Yeah. Well, tell the people what you do, Seth, for a job. I think I've talked about that I scoop poop before.
I think you
Well,
spoiled it for me. I make websites.
yeah. He's a hack. He's a
But it's
coder,
not
dude.
it's not super glamorous. But it's a living.
It's what is it? It's an honest day's work.
Yeah. I use that meme a lot at work because people would like send me a thing like, "Oh, thanks for fixing that." And I'll just send them that
That
picture.
old fat dude, that old fat
He's dead
farmer.
now, dude. I was actually hurt when I saw that because I used that picture so much, and then I heard that he died, and I was like, "No." Now I don't use it that much because I have to
Because
pull
now
it
it
out.
makes you sad.
I have to pull
It
it out
makes you
for
sad when you
special
see it.
occasions.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
yeah, it's interesting. I'll tell you what. Deal with
Hey, we're a
people.
bunch of dipshits.
Deal with some people that have no clue how the internet or anything works. I had one person that was like, when I was first making the website, I was gonna, because you know how whenever you fill out a form or something, usually they have like a thing at the bottom. It's like, click here to prove you're not a robot type thing.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, I don't want that. I'm like, why? You're gonna get a lot of bot spam.
Spammers,
He's like,
yeah.
I'm from Alabama. We're dumb as shit. I was like, okay.
Like, dude.
Hey man, you're paying me for this. Don't come
Yeah.
complaining to me after
I'm-
after you get.
Isn't there like the captchas where you literally just have to press the check and that's it?
There's captcha nowadays that literally you have to do nothing except fill out the form and it just knows off
And
of
it
that.
knows you're not a
So
bot. Yeah, I can't imagine. I feel like anyone who's hiring someone else to build a website for them probably doesn't know how the internet works. So you're like getting just old business owners.
yeah, it's
Pretty right? Pretty accurate?
well, there's some younger ones that just don't have time to do it on their own. And
That's
then
fair. That's fair.
the thing I work for too doesn't just do website stuff. We also do like marketing and SEO and all that other stuff too. So
Ooh.
it's not like a
It's not just a website
No.
agency. It's a
so
multiple
there's
thing.
they don't come to us just to get a website. You know, it's like, oh, you can get a website and we'll do marketing for this and this and your social media and this and this and this and this and this and it's just like, all right.
So it's pretty much an all-around one-stop shop for businesses. There, that's the idea, right?
Pretty much, kind of.
Ah.
Kind of. Yeah.
Cool. I didn't know that. I thought you just did websites at that company.
No, sir.
Yeah, you gotta have a toe in every pot, every pond. Otherwise, you're gonna be poor forever.
I am making it warm by pissing in it.
Yep, dude. Putting in an honest day's work.
Good,
Dude.
Yeah, I wish I remembered what, because I came in here going, I have two. I forgot what the other one was. For all of those of you who are wondering, I think last episode Nick did his top 5 kinks that should be shamed. I thought about a little bit, and I could only come up with like 2.
Why don't you just Google Reddit? That's why I found a couple of mine.
Well, because like I was thinking about it, and I think like because I kept like tying a bunch of them back to like one major one that you kind of talked about yesterday, where it was like the major thing I have whenever it's like, oh, I did not like this, is like when you start making it to an extreme level of someone a part of the that's interacting with this does not consent to it in some way.
Yeah.
Or just like can't consent to it type of thing.
Yeah.
So it's just like pretty much, so that like goes down to like the shame, like those people that are like, oh, humiliate me, and then they go so far to like piss their pants in front of their wives. That would
like
I watched. No, I actually, that's what made me hate this. Is I was reading a Reddit thread that was like, am I the asshole for divorcing my husband because he pissed in front of my parents? Like he keeps peeing his pants in front of my parents whenever we eat out with them.
Like on purpose?
Because he has like a humiliation embarrassment kink, and I'm like, that is the worst. Because he's like, I had to start buying him adult diapers because he's just like does it so much. But like specifically when we go out with like, and it's people on my side, like I like them, like my parents, my friends, he'll refuse to wear them, and then he'll like piss his pants and make it very obvious, so he gets embarrassed.
Yeah.
It's just like, that's not cool, bro. Like,
dude,
if you're taking it outside of like the normal bedroom play and like to people that do not consent to it or physically can't in some way, it's fucked up, dude. Don't do that.
Hang out with the fucking pee-pee pants, boy.
People
dude,
like
how long did he wait? How long did he wait before he's like, all right, it's been 3 years. I'm gonna start pissing my pants in front of all our friends.
Dude, I don't know, dude, but like, I feel like it's just not good. Like, and it's like we were saying last time, you can't do anything about it because that's what they want. Like, they want you to yell at them and call them gross. So it's like, what are you supposed to do? What are you supposed to do?
Start abusing him.
And then you start doing that, and then they're like, oh, they're beating me up in public. I'm even more embarrassed now. And it's just like,
oh, while he's sleeping, cut off one of his toes with a
bro. Okay, that might be. I think the divorce
Uh,
option and just cutting them off is a better
yeah,
option.
maybe. We'll cut off his big tail, and then he's limping around, and be
But
like, yeah,
then
he's limping
like,
around because he's a fucking loser, and then everyone laughs at him. Laugh at him. Look at him. What a limpy loser. Cut off
oh,
his tail. That's why.
one
It's
thing
a
won't be
great way to get
limp.
around it. Yeah. yeah, dude. Gross. Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
But like another one that I was thinking about is like people that are into pregnant women is kind of weird.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I don't. I think that's just
Why?
weird. Well, like again, like it kind of goes back to like you're bringing an unborn child into your kink, dude. It's
Guess.
weird. And then not only that, but like some people take it to such an extreme where it's just like
Mm-hmm.
my wife has to always be pregnant. Like the second she pops one out, I'm gonna try and impregnate her again. It's like
Oh,
we have
shit, dude.
13 kids because I have this impregnated kink.
Catholic farmer vibes right there,
Yeah, it's
boy.
just like it. Well,
I don't think the pregnancy one's
not
that
even like the
weird, I
act of
guess, but
impregnating. It's like seeing a pregnant woman would be like.
get you riled up,
Yeah,
huh?
I was like, there's this one comment that like someone put onto it. Okay, so this is like a long. Apparently, in some debate, this guy in a red shirt like popped up and he was like super nice. He asked a really good question, and everyone
Mm-hmm.
was like, "Oh my gosh, he's like a kind old grandpa, so amazing."
And he's like,
Um,
I like fucking pregnant women, by the
no,
way.
no, and then he did an AMA on Reddit where people were just asking him stuff, and then he did that with his actual Reddit account type of thing, and apparently he does looks at a lot of not because on Reddit you can click on people's accounts and see things they've commented on in the past.
Okay.
And apparently someone like clicked into that and just saw he was just commenting on so many like pregnant kink
The
subreddits
fuck?
to the
So
point where it's like,
sexy. And then the hard eyes,
no,
dude.
yeah. And there's this one that I'm like, I thought that was so, like this one guy.
Beautiful girl.
I was there was like another podcast I was listening to where they're talking about this where he goes, there's one that gets me every time. He was like looking at two pregnant women in a swimming pool, and his comment was something like, "Look at those two beautiful submarines." Oh,
Gross, dude.
it's just like
Dude, I
what
actually
the.
used to work with this guy who his like neighbor or something in the apartment building he lived in was pregnant, and he was walking like into his apartment one day, and he was just like like what's up or whatever because she was sitting outside, and she was just like, the daddy's not in the picture, and then he pretty much started banging her throughout the entire
What the
pregnancy.
heck?
I was like, gross,
That
bro. He's
was.
banging some other pregnant chick, and he was just like, hey man, she had big tits. I was like,
It's like, what?
he's like, I was getting after her till about month 8 there, and then he met the girl he ended up marrying.
What the
But yeah, I was like,
fuck,
that's
dude?
crazy, dude. To
That
like,
is
I feel like
crazy.
if it's like your own wife or something, or the own mother, or the
Aren't you
mother of
not
like your own
supposed
child, then
to
it's weird
do
or
that?
less weird.
I
Aren't
thought
you
there was
what?
like, aren't you like not supposed to bang with the pregnant? Aren't like, isn't that a thing? I don't know.
I
I
don't
thought
think
you're like,
so.
I thought like after
Because you
there's
want to poke the
certain,
baby or what?
I thought like, well, I thought it was just not healthy for anyone.
I think it's fine. I don't know though.
I'm
I
not a
thought it was
doctor.
okay. I know you can't do it. I think it's like 6 weeks after the birth of the child, just because it's kind of just a gaping hole, really, for 6 weeks before it heals back up. But I think you can still like bang a chick while she's pregnant. Never tried.
According to Google,
I don't
just
know.
Googled it. The Google AI, everyone knows that this AI is top notch, very smart. You
I've
can
been sarcastic.
generally,
You can generally.
yeah,
So yes,
but again, it's a Google AI. We all know how smart that thing is sometimes. Like
I trust it. I trust it with my life, dude.
what was the quote that people were finding out that it kept saying? It was something like, "Can you eat rocks?" And it said something like, "Yes,
Yes.
you can eat rocks. Geologists recommend you eat 2 to 3 rocks a day for good gut health." And I was like, "What?"
What, dude? I got a fucking gizzard. Not eating any rocks. That's crazy. I don't use Google AI that much. Dude, what are your
Well,
other ones?
other ones,
The other
those
kinks?
were the only two that I could think of.
What?
Yeah, I
You
think
gotta
like
do some research there,
I think
Buster.
I think a lot of them have to deal like with what I was saying earlier. It's just like once you
It's just
start
the
making it to an
non-consent.
extreme of not like you're involving people that just can't do anything about it. Not cool.
Yeah, not good.
I
Not
feel like
good.
that
I
covers
agree
a
with
lot of it.
that.
Just don't be weird about it, bro.
Well, when you're talking about that kind of stuff, it's kind of hard not to be weird.
Be weird in where
Be weird in private,
the people
pretty
that
much.
say, "Okay, it's cool to do in front of me." You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
then it's okay. Then it's okay.
Don't be going out in public and being like, "Hey, look at
What
me! I'm
about
pissing my pants."
what about uh like there's the underwear you can buy where it has like a vibrator in it, and then the dude has the remote, and then they go out to like supper at a restaurant, and then he's like,
I've
click, click, click,
never.
click.
What is that?
You ever heard of that?
Underwear. Well, I guess that would be a thing, wouldn't it?
It's just yeah, just like a remote control inserted vibrator.
I mean, as long
Because if no
as
one,
you're not involving other people.
hmm but you kind of are. It's just they don't even know that it's happening.
Yeah.
So where do you stand on that? Just
I guess that's fine as long as other people aren't just being like, "Yo, what the fuck?" Like, because that
Is
fact,
she
it's
coming
not.
over there?
Yeah, yeah.
Hey,
Okay. Well, if she's sitting there in the chair going, "Ah," like, of course that's fucking weird as
You need
shit. You know
shock
what I mean?
therapy, dude. Oh.
Yeah, like, of course that's weird. Well, like, if she's just sitting there and she's like, "Ah, Nicholas," like, and she turns around every once in a while because you turned it on, like.
Ugh, gross, dude. I just thought of my mom when you said it like that. Fucking nasty, dude.
That was the goal. No, I'm just
Uh,
kidding. No, that was not
that's
the
what she
goal.
says to me a lot whenever I make jokes that she doesn't approve of.
Yeah, I believe it.
Nicholas. That's
Yeah.
what it is. Gross. That's actually gross, dude.
Well, sorry to Nick's mom if she's listening to this.
Hopefully she's not. Hopefully she's not.
And sorry to my
Yeesh.
mom if you're listening to this too. In
Yeah.
fact,
Are your parents home? Did I hear you scream? Where are your
no
parents right
comment.
now?
No comment.
Where are your parents? Are you alone or?
I'm in a porta potty right now, okay?
Yeah, don't ask me.
This is all green screen behind me. Don't ask
Yeah,
how I got the book.
it's just really good green screen.
Cost
Pulled it
me
up from the background.
$7,000. That's why
Yeah, dude.
everything else is shit. We spent all the budget on my green screen.
On just your green screen too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Did you just rip one?
No.
It doesn't matter. With that, we're gonna end it.
Oh yeah.
We've been talking for
Give
like an
us
hour.
parting advice, Seth. What
Whoa,
do you
I was the
got?
one that ended it. You gotta give the parting advice.
Well, I did the intro part, so you're
But
doing the
I
parting
ended
advice.
it.
You got some
Okay.
advice. Give me something good.
All right. Let's think.
Can do it.
Today's advice is make sure to update your light bulbs.
Yeah. You don't want those out of date bulbs.